make some on YouTube. Yo, it's your boy MO3. Man, we're live. We're going down. Yeah, I can't say that wet cash shit. Hold up. Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy MO3 live in a Dallas Metro play. And if you're tuned in, then hell nah, that shit whack in the bill. Hell nah, fuck.
God. On bubble, nigga. 3G4L, nigga. Look. Another state with the game. Got my foot in the sand. Don't mention me in none of your comments. Go pick up your man. Slide and don't say nothing. They go fuck on the bitch. All they know Fats in jail, but they don't know what he did. Fuck the comments in the post. This is real life. If I ever catch a op, he gon' die that night. Bro be tryna tell me chill, no I ain't living right. But he know I'm for the smoke, so don't believe the hype. If I got a step, then it is what it is. Balenciaga print, when I drop the little bitch, got it. Walk over him, and we won't say nothing. Fuck getting them touched, bitch, I'ma crush him, that's what I'm
saying. Body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just tryna get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in, we do it on our own. Taking back 3 on everybody ain't my friend. So I'm riding with this crime. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner, so I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah.
100 pounds, I broke them down, I swear I ran through them. And if a nigga want them problems, we gon' tend to him. I'm in the trenches, relaxed, chillin' with my feet up in my handgun. Niggas just be talking, but I ain't saying nothing. I was taught to watch these niggas and keep a pistol. I be damned if I start laying with my nigga, even though I miss him. Niggas acting like bitches, I don't understand them, I don't get them. Got it straight out the trenches with some niggas that'll come kill. Remember when my granny told me I'm a man now? She seen a nigga go get it without no hand down. I'm a real nigga, hands down. Stay focused, ain't got time to be playing around. That's a spaceship in, I can hear what they saying now. Good cushion, the L designer symbols all on my belts. Look in the mirror, boy, you good, yeah, I'm just talking to myself. I just be thinking about the hood, like how I came up from there. And we ain't going back, no cost account, I promise, I swear. Yeah, I been going in, early in the morning, stacking up this paper till this shit start getting boring. I kill you, that's warning, my niggas be on it. All the fucking money got these bitches acting horny.
Body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just tryna get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in, we do it on our own. Taking back 3 on everybody ain't my friend. So I'm riding with this crime. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner, so I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah.
Let's go. Y'all know what it is, man. Happy Friday. Hey.
Everybody ain't your partner, so I've been putting my trust inside my chopper.
What he say? Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, man. You heard me. It's only us. Don't let them in, man. You know what I mean? Salute to my boy Jay Stevenson, man, for renewing that membership. Being locked in for a whole year, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. Do I still got that in here? Oh, man, nah. I forgot. I've had to erase it up out of here, man. But salute to my nigga, man. Salute to my nigga Jay Stevenson, man, for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Renewing that membership, man. Hold on. I see you, gang. Hold up, man. And salute to my boy Jay Stevenson, man, for kicking off the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? With that $5 super chat, man. I most definitely appreciate you, gang. Most definitely appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? But we in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? All the beautiful souls in the building, man. All the beautiful sisters, all my real brothers in the building, man. Salute to y'all, man. It's Friday, man. Hold on. My bad. My mic was tripping. It's Friday, man. It is Friday, man. Big Sis 4L, most definitely appreciate you, man, for locking down the doors, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them in. Don't let them in, sis. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all my generals and generettes in blue. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all, man. Thank y'all for holding down the fort, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all do me a favor, man. Hit that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is a back-to-back live. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? This is the 3rd time I've been live this week. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to do this live, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all requested it. Y'all demanded it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all most definitely came through, and I promise y'all I was going to give y'all this. I gave y'all a little breadcrumb yesterday, but today we finna deal with the whole loaf. You feel me? Today we about to deal with the whole loaf. What am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? My nigga say, he said, I need mine, Josh. Hold on. I got you, my boy. If you talking about what I'm talking about, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? I see my boy Sean G in the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to them gorillas. Yeah, I mean. And get my boy in there. You know what I'm saying? Return to love, my boy. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to For the Culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Sean G, you can drop your link, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all looking for Sean G, you know what I'm saying? His old channel. It is what it is with that. You know what I'm saying? But he is rocking out over there on For the Culture. You know what I'm saying? So Sean G, drop your link, man, in the chat, man, if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy Maher in the building, man. But look, let's go ahead and turn up, man. It's Friday. I know some of y'all at work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here to get you through a portion of that shift, man. You feel me? We got some shit to talk about, man. Y'all see the screen, man. It says Yella Beezy'S targets Kewon White, man. You know what I'm saying? For those that was in the building yesterday live, y'all got a breadcrumb. But like I said, today we finna deal with the whole motherfucking loaf, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna deal with the whole motherfucking loaf. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, so do me a favor, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Go ahead, run the likes up, man. You know what I'm saying? We do have a goal. Y'all already know, man. You know what I'm saying? 10 super chats, $5 or more to help your boy get through the door, man. You know what I'm saying? But the like button is most definitely free. The share button is free. All that good shit, man. Some of y'all check y'all gifts too, man. Some of y'all check the little gift box at the bottom, especially if you super chat a lot, you know what I'm saying, other places here, whatever. You might have some free gifts. You know what I'm saying? If you do have some free gifts, hey man, go send them through to your boy, man. You feel me? But look, man, let's have a good show, man. Let's have a good show. But y'all know first thing we gotta do, man. We gotta turn up. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. Hope everybody feeling good. Hope everybody feeling blessed and highly favored. So let's rock out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock out, man. But hold on, let me salute to my boy AZ King, man, coming through. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming through with that $5. Where is it? Coming through with the $4.99 super chat, man, getting us one step closer to our goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy AZ King, man. Salute to you, gang. Salute to you, gang. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. Hold on, did I miss anything? Okay, nah. All right, man. Look, let's turn up, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hit the like button. Let's go ahead and get the numbers to look at how the numbers need to look. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it, man. Let's rock out in this bitch. Let's go. We ain't done, man. Y'all know we ain't done, man. Look, put them gorillas in the chat. Put them motherfucking gorillas in the chat, man. Put them MO3 emojis in the chat. Only if you hit the like button, man. If you hit the like button, then put a gorilla in the chat, man. Put the MO3 emojis in the chat. If you didn't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Then drop them motherfucking gorilla emojis and MO3 emojis in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? That song just got me lit, man. This Offset, damn, what's the name of this song? It's not Rock Out, but you can search Rock Out and it'll pop up. I forgot the name of this song. Love You Down, Love You Down. What I think is Love You Down. I don't know. But yeah, if you search that, you'll most definitely find it. Rock Out, whatever, if y'all like this song, man. But look, do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Put the motherfucking gorillas in the chat. If you are a member, you should be able to find the MO3 emojis in your chat, man. Because y'all know why we here. I just have to turn it over with Offset real quick. But y'all know why we here, man. And we finna get to the motherfucking shiz naive. You feel me? We about to get to the motherfucking shiz naive, man. Don't forget, man, we do have a goal, man. You know what I'm saying? 8 more super chats, $5 or more, and help your boy get through the dough. You feel me? I most definitely appreciate all those gifts, though. You know what I'm saying? I see you, brown sugar baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Mama Roz in the building. What's up with your Mama Roz? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Mama Rise? I see you, and I thank you for those gifts. But look, let's turn up, man, so we can start this show. You know what I'm saying? Let me feel the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me feel the love, man. You know what I'm saying? I need a little energy, man. It's a back-to-back live. You know what I'm saying? Got some reading to do for the, you know what I'm saying? I had to put this live together right after, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me feel the love in her, man. I need a little bit more energy. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more energy from y'all, man. Please. I need a little bit more energy from y'all, man, so I can turn up and, man, we can get to the shits, man. Let's go, man. Y'all know what I want to see in the chat, man. Let's see it, man. Hit that like button. Let's get the likes to at least 100 done. Let's go. Most definitely. Still. You know what I'm saying? Still. STILL. Still, man, they can't fuck with you, man. You heard me? Hold on. Let me get my shit back together over here. I just had a phone call. Hold up. All right, boom. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Salute, salute, salute. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, let me take this down. My bad. I got a little let me get my shit right over here. Take this overlay down real quick, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. You heard me? We in this bitch, man. We is in this bitch. Let's go. All right. We good. We good, man. There go handsome face. What's up with the gang, man? Salute. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? You just get in the building, man. Big salute to you. Happy Friday, man. You heard me? What face say? She said, Josh reckon Yella found out something when their Fed work was revealed. We finna talk about some shit, man. Yeah, man, we finna talk. This finna be a very interesting episode, man. You know what I'm saying? This finna be a very interesting episode, man. But first and foremost, once again, man, salute to everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? All my generals and generates in blue. You know what I'm saying? I see you, gang. I see y'all down there, man. Salute to everybody that was kind enough, man, to hit the like button for your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be tripping with that like button sometimes, man. Go ahead and hit the like button. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we here, man. We are here. We are here. We are here. You know what I'm saying? Bahama Mama, what's up with your sis? Easy, what's up with your bro? I see y'all down there, man. I see everybody in the building, man. Let's rock out, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let me get my shit together, man. Let me get my shit together over here. All right, so look, man. For those that was in the building for yesterday's live, man, you know what I'm saying? I gave y'all a breadcrumb. Hold on, let me pull this paperwork up. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull up this work. Well, no, matter of fact, we gonna lead into that. Let me share my screen because I got a video. Excuse me. I got a video that I want to play for y'all, man. But before we get into the content, man, you know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing, man? Y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody had a good week? You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a good week? All right, let me show them this screen. Alicia B, what's up with your sis? Rudy G, I see you, my guy. I mean, so yes, man. So yesterday I gave y'all a breadcrumb. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all that with that breadcrumb, I give y'all a breadcrumb yesterday, and I will go do the full live today. You know what I'm saying? So in the words of China, we here now. We are here now, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I told y'all, man, trial is approaching, man. It's August the 7th. Trial is most definitely approaching, man. You know what I'm saying? And from what we are hearing, it seems like Mr. Kewon White will be the first one to be tried, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We'll be the first one to be tried. I don't know how that's gonna look. I don't know what's gonna happen in this situation. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody gonna have their eyes on their trial. You know what I'm saying? But yes, the trial starts August 24th. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of chess moves being played. You know what I'm saying? By the prosecutors, by the defense, by some of the defendants. You know what I'm saying? By some of the defendants. And we're about to get into some of those chess moves today. One of those chess moves today. Now, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, what the likes at, man? What the likes at, man? We ain't even at 100 likes, y'all. Come on, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Do I need to play a song or something? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to play a song or something? Come on, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Hit the like button for your boy, man. But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, chess moves are being played, man. That's why Legal Chess, you know what I'm saying, is the perfect show to break down all of this type of stuff that's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Before the trial even starts. OG said Kewon is out of here. Oh, we about to see, man. So, speaking of chess moves, you know what I'm saying? We all have heard Kewon White over there at Mr. Law's YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a trick bag, and I mean, at least for a couple months now, you know what I'm saying? Kewon been hitting at the fact or talking around or whatever he call himself doing. He been over there doing it pertaining to a plea deal. Or something. He said he got a chess move. Or, you know what I'm saying? He always be over there talking like that. He always be over there talking like that. You know what I'm saying? But recently, you know what I'm saying? He kind of started saying a little more with his chest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like that. He started saying a little more with his chest. I mean, so hold on, let me do this. Let me do this and pull this video up. So before we even get into the paperwork, right? Because they like to talk about the horse's mouth. So let's listen from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? This is a disclaimer. This is a disclaimer for this episode. Before we even get into any speculation, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying, my disclaimers to get lost in what we finna get into. You know what I'm saying? By no means am I saying that Kewon has taken a plea deal. Kewon has flipped. Kewon is a snitch. Kewon is a rat. All right? That's what I'm not saying. That's what I'm not attempting to prove as a fact today in this live. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm not trying to prove, and that's what I'm not saying. All right. Now, what I am saying and what I am going to prove, we about to get into that. All right. So, but y'all know how we do. We gonna build this episode as we go. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, man, to Legal Chess. MO3 Legal Chess. Episode number 54, man. Episode number 54. 54 episodes of this A1. You know what I'm saying? A1 BTA ass, Delta ass type of work man, I be putting on, man. You know what I'm saying? Episode 54, Yella Beezy'S defense. Yella Beezy'S defense is coming for Kewon White. I put a question mark and an exclamation point after that. You know what I'm saying? Keep me, you know what I'm saying? Keep me safe. Not from no harm or nothing, but you know how the YouTubes and streets is and how niggas want to play it. So we asking the question, and we're gonna find out as the show goes on. You know what I'm saying? Yella Beezy'S defense is coming for Kewon White. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? We about to find out, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building. Candy Crush. I see you, my mom. Memphis Most Wanted. What's up, home team? You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure, man, y'all support the platform, man, by hitting the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you can, there's over 200 people in the building, man. Let's get to close to 200 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? Please don't forget, man, we do have a goal, man. 7 more super chats, $5 or more, most definitely help us get through the dough, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, man. Show some love to your boy, man, while I give y'all this work. You hear me? So let's go, man. Without further, because y'all, I see the likes at 100. Let's keep running the likes up, man. DDP, before I get into this, DDP. Matter of fact, don't worry about it. Y'all, I gotta find a way to activate that messaging thing on YouTube. If anybody know how to do that to where y'all can message me and I can message some of y'all on YouTube, y'all know they got the message thing on here now. I need to figure out how to do that because sometimes I be wanting to tap in with some of y'all because I be seeing some things, but I don't want to X publicly, but rather hit you up behind the scenes about. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, we could chop that up about that after the episode, man. Salute to my boy Grip in the building, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. All right. So I was speaking about chess moves, right? I was speaking about everybody playing chess moves. From the prosecutors, from the defense, from the defendants, you know what I'm saying? Even some of the witnesses, you know what I'm saying, i.e. Rainwater or whatever case may be. It seems like everybody, you know what I'm saying, well, they've been playing chess moves, hence legal chess, but it's seeming like, you know what I'm saying, the chess moves are it seems like less and less pieces are being played on the board. It seems like the main chess pieces at this point are about, we getting close to a checkmate, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So some of the puns and all this shit is off the board at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's off the board at this point. I ain't no chess player, so you know what I'm saying? So y'all just follow my drill. You know what I'm saying? Kewon been over there popping it for at least a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? It's understood that sometimes we can't trust Kewon. People feel like he lying. People feel like this. People feel like that. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? You get it out the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? You get it out the horse's mouth. So what am I talking about? Let's go. Let's go to this video right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to this video right here. Hold on, I gotta go. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me get this shit together.
When I caught that,
hold up, cause I gotta get the timestamp. StreamYard got this cool thing to where you can put your notes back here in the studio now. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to necessarily have a notebook on the side. You can put your notes back. It's cool. I like that. Okay, 24:35. All right. So let me go back over here. Oh, y'all probably seen it, didn't it? You gotta be careful. Y'all all in my business. But y'all ain't seen it but the timestamp. 24:35. Let's go to 24:35. Hold on, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hold on. 24:35. I just started 30. Fuck it, we ain't got time to play with. All right. Hold on, y'all. We gotta add. Yes, cause we finna hear from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? What's being contemplated? What's being thought about? You know what I'm saying? What's being presented? You know what I'm saying? We about to hear from the horse's mouth himself. So, cause I don't want nobody saying that Josh, you making stuff up. Josh, you speculating off some BS, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So before we get into any paperwork, what Josh think, you know what I'm saying, what I created with the legal chess machine, any of that stuff, let's listen to Kewon. All right, y'all ready? Y'all good down there? So you always finding a new feature. So that, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta move with the technology. You know what I'm saying? Ah man, Grip, you already know, man. Can't keep it real when down, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep it real when down. All right, so let's listen to Kewon. Let's listen to Kewon, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help me complete this goal, man. 7 more super chats, $5 or more, man, because I'm finna give y'all that work. Let's go.
So she had to ask your ass. So she. So she definitely.
All right, now keep in mind, for those that don't know, Kewon is talking from a jail phone. I'm gonna try my best to tell y'all what he's saying for those that cannot hear it for whatever reason. So just bear with this, but you know what I'm saying? You're gonna understand what he's saying. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
She definitely felt your trolling vibes.
Look, listen to me though.
All right.
Your question that you just asked me, what I think of plea deal. That's what you just.
He just said the question you just asked me, would I take a plea deal? Is that what you just asked me? That's what Kewon said.
That's basically what you asked me, right?
Right.
Yes, I would take a plea deal.
So
he said, yes, I would take a plea deal. He said, yes, I would take a plea deal. Let's go.
So you would.
It depends on what type of plea deal. He said it depends on what type of plea deal. He said, yes, I would take a plea deal. It depends on what type of plea deal. Let's go.
Right. So what makes you feel like to the people? I mean, like,
Grip, the total amount for the goal, what's that? 7 more super chats, $5. What's that? 7 times 5? $35? $35? $35, man, it'll be the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? $35 would be the goal, gang. Let's go.
Hold on, my nigga. Cause shit, you don't fuck my live up, nigga. I had my shit scripted. This time I ain't never went scripted, nigga. I went scripted tonight, nigga. I was like, cause you fucked me up. So, all right, check it out. All right, check this out. All right. So, safe instance, all right, you saying you will take a plea deal, but what makes you feel like a plea deal is still on the table or he's even offered, you know what I'm saying, at this time, even though I know a plea deal can come at any given time, but what makes you feel like one is still on the table?
Because I'm Kewon White, and I'm the AKA alleged shooter.
So, Mr. Long, y'all heard him. Asked him, what makes you think a plea deal is even on the table? Kewon said, because I'm Kewon White and I'm AKA. AKA. He didn't say allegedly. This nigga, AKA mean also known as. Like, you know, hold on, man. This is crazy. But he's Kewon crazy, man. Mr. Long asked him, what makes you think a plea deal is even on the table? Kewon said, because I'm Kewon White, AKA he did say alleged, I think. He said the alleged shooter. You know what I'm saying? The alleged shooter. All right, let's keep listening.
But okay. But what makes them want to still give you a deal though? Or what make cause you gotta realize because people gonna already people already out here in the internet world already looking at like you own the internet, you've been saying this, you've been saying that. So they well go ahead. Yeah.
Remember that time when I went to court. I forgot what I went to court for.
He said, remember that time I went to court? I forgot what I went to court for.
Court. It was for something. When I went to court, I came back and I told y'all like, man, guess who's trying to talk to me? And then I told you that.
He said he went to court and came back and he told Mr. Law, he trying to refresh Mr. Law's memory. He said, you remember I went to court that time and I came back and I told you, man, guess who trying to talk to me? Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I was like, my lawyer told me that bro, like, whenever I want to talk and come to an agreement, to just let my lawyer know, and he's gonna be there waiting.
All right, he said, I couldn't make out what he said, but he said his lawyer, somebody wanted to talk to Kewon, you know what I'm saying, and see can they come to an agreement. He said just let him know if they want to do that, and they'll be there waiting. Hold on, y'all, we got to add.
Whoa. What's that?
Gotta add.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
On,
Guys, Nina just built an app.
I can't mute this shit.
Code? Interesting. Can it generate reports?
I tried to mute him, my bad. Let's go.
Right. So you saying in that moment in time, they were basically like letting you know, hey, and it's still on the table.
I'm trying to remember the day we went to court for that day, bro. We went to court for. It wasn't for this last one. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this last one. It was the time before I cut my hair, after I cut my hair. I can't remember, bro. I know we went to court, bro.
Let's go, big sis Bahama Mama, for that $5 contribution towards the goal, man. Let's go, sis. Most definitely appreciate you, man. You know I love you. Thank you. I can't highlight it because I'm over here in the YouTube screen, man, but I most definitely appreciate you, sis. Thank you.
What we going there for?
And right now, Kewon is just trying to remember what court date it was and all of that. I'm gonna let y'all know when he say something of substance.
My lawyer,
like say that. Right. Go ahead.
It was man. I can't remember which. I know it wasn't last time. It was either didn't I go to court like either before or after that born situation?
Nah, that was before. That was before that born situation when you trying to. Come
okay, that's when I went. When I was so born. When I came out the courtroom, my lawyer was like, "Man, he want to talk to you, but I don't want them to catch him on camera trying to talk to you, and the people make it seem like you doing something that you're not doing."
All right, so he said whatever court date there was, when he was walking out, his lawyer told him that they want to talk to you, but she don't want him to be seen on camera talking to them because it may come across if you're doing something that you really ain't doing. But he said whatever court date there was when he came out, he said they wanted to talk to him.
I'm like, okay. She's like, so here we go back. So he wanted to try to come talk. So that's when she came from, like, he's like, man, you want to sit there and you want to show me some stuff, and you want to pick your brain and see what. He
said, man, he trying to figure out and he want to show you some stuff. He want to pick your brain. So I'm guessing he talking about the prosecutors, either the prosecutors, detectives, whatever. But it's somebody from the state side. We know that for a fact. All right, but he said they want to show him some stuff, pick his brain.
what agreement we can come up with.
And see what agreement we can come up with. Follow me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You chill me a little bit. He's like, man, you chill me a little bit. And then I will decide if I want to give you what I want to give you, then you chill me everything else. But like,
he said, you tell me a little bit, and we'll decide about the agreement, I guess. And he said something about everything else. He said something about everything else. They'll figure out everything else or something like that. Let's go.
I'm going to show you some shit. You ain't got to say nothing. This is my business. Like, man, you ain't got to say nothing. You just watch the videos. And if you want to say, basically like the first time they ever met me when I was in the bed, they going to show me a video of basically the same shit that I got, that they got, probably just the way he coming. And like, if you want to tell me something, just give me a little something up front, and we're going to come up with an agreement. And if everything that you tell me after legit, then I'm going to make sure this agreement is legit. So I'm like, man, what? So she's like, man, you know. And my lawyer always told me, like, I know, anytime you're ready to make a deal, just let me know. And I'm
all right, so I know y'all, he was kind of clear that middle part, you know what I'm saying, when he was saying about what they was talking about. But he said, anytime you want to, you know what I'm saying, take that deal, let me know. Let me know.
Go tell him. He's done waiting. I'm like,
now I know what you're talking about right now. I know what you're talking about right now is true. This part, like, what are you talking about right now? But what you did the other night, and I see. All
right, so let's go, man. If y'all want to hear the rest of that conversation, salute to AC Shakura for the $2. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank you, sis. I most definitely appreciate you. Hold on, I'm making my way back over to the studio right now so I can highlight it. But yeah, cause we done with that. Let's remove this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, most definitely appreciate you, AC Shakura. Hold up, highlight, put some love on it. Put some love on it. So y'all heard out of Kewon's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard it out of Kewon's mouth. You know what I'm saying? And in that live stream, you know what I'm saying, he also went on to even say that y'all heard it himself. You know what I'm saying? He said he will take a deal. He said he would take a deal, depending on what type of deal it is. Kewon said he would take a deal. Not that he is going to take a deal, but he most definitely said he would take a deal depending on what type of deal it is. You know what I'm saying? That he went on to talk about a situation when, you know what I'm saying, he walked out the courtroom for a hearing that he had, and somebody from the state side, detective, prosecutor, whoever, approached him, said, look, man, we want to pick your brain, man. We want to run some things by you. You know what I'm saying? See what you think, see what you know. You know what I'm saying? And you tell us a little bit, and we can talk about an agreement. We can come to an agreement. You know what I'm saying? We could come to an agreement. They come out the horse's mouth. I ain't putting no funk on nothing. You hear me? I ain't putting no funk on nothing. So why is that important? Why is that important? Well, let's get into that. Let's get into that now, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. What the like said? 139. Look, let's get to 200 likes, man. Let's get to 200 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 200 likes, and I'm going to get into the paperwork and all that, man. But I can't show no paperwork, man, till I see 200, at least 200 likes, because there's over 300 people in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all holding your boy out, man, over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all about 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Let's go.
Yeah. This ain't checkers. It's legal checks. Yeah. Every move calculated. Every play got consequences. Legal chess, I'm moving pieces, they don't see the ball. Courtroom pressure, every move can start a war. From the streets to the stand, yeah, it's all connect. One wrong move, whole case get set. Legal chess, yeah, we playing for keys and indictments. Testimony, secrets run deep. You see a headline, I see strategy. Welcome to the game, this legal chess with me. Prosecutor bitter, stacking layers like a cake. Different state of watching, trying to find a mistake. Sabuna's getting served, witnesses on the clock. Some gon' fold under pressure, some side as a rock. Plea deals on the table, that's a dangerous play. One flip, change the board, now the king in the way. They was riding together, now they telling the truth. Or they telling the story just to shorten their noose. It's deeper than the charges. It's deeper than the crime. It's about who controls the narrative. Yeah. Legal chess, I'm moving pieces, they don't see the ball. Courtroom pressure, every move can start a war. From the streets to the stand, yeah, it's all connected. One wrong move, whole case get dissected. Legal chess, yeah, we playing for keeps. Indictments, a testimony, secrets run deep. You see a headline, I see strategy. Welcome to the game, this legal chess. When it's trial time, you watching the headlines. I'm breaking down the strategy. Every move, every play, every angle. This legal chess strategy.
Man, my bad. I'm over here on mute. I'm over here going out too. I'm over here going out. Like, I'm over here going out. Let me baby God. Let me not repeat that, man. You know what I'm saying? But shame on y'all, man. Shame on y'all, man, who act like y'all can hit a free like button. You know what I'm saying? But want the content. Here for the content, but don't want to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold up the real ones. You know what I'm saying? The real ones who actually hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. So let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So hold on. Before I get into that, because I want to build this, right? So we just heard from Kewon's mouth, you know what I'm saying, what he contemplating, what he will do, what he won't do, what he was presenting with. Okay, boom, let's put a pin in that. You know what I'm saying? We do, and we all know, just because we don't. I really didn't want to pull this up because I forgot where he at on the list. You know what I'm saying? So we also know that Kewon White's name appeared on the state's witness list. Kewon White's name appeared on the state's witness list. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're gonna go through. I'm gonna try to find his name so I can show y'all in black and white. But let's keep it real, and let me be clear that a name appearing on a witness list does not mean that a nigga is telling. Hold on. Do they go? Okay, they're going by first names on the. Okay, here you go, right here. Let's go. All right, if you look at number 172, I'm sorry if you can't see it on your screen, but if you look at number 172 on this screen, you will most definitely see Kewon White's name, and this is the state's witness list. This is the state's witness list. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, this does not mean that a nigga is going to be a witness just because his name is on this list. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean that a nigga that flip is over down there 200 names on this list. You know what I'm saying? The state is not going to call each and every one of these people. Okay? All right? But let's go further. All right, so bam, we heard what Kewon said out his own mouth. You know what I'm saying? Kewon's name is on the witness list. You know what I'm saying? Which don't mean nothing. Which don't mean nothing as an individual fact. But let's keep building this though. So yesterday I showed y'all one subpoena. Dang, hold on, my shit. Let's get to the next paperwork. Hold on. Let me stop showing this YouTube screen over here in the back. Because yesterday I showed y'all one subpoena. Y'all remember? So let me show y'all that again for those that probably went in the building again. And I told y'all I was going to save the other one for today. So, you know what I'm saying? Yella Beezy'S defense, you know what I'm saying? Toby Shook has officially subpoenaed information, criminal background information on Kewon White. On Kewon White. Not for Kewon White, but on Kewon White. Yella Beezy'S defense has officially subpoenaed background and criminal records pertaining to Kewon White. So y'all, some of y'all that might not mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to the black and white, and y'all already know, man. We most definitely gonna break it down for y'all and tell y'all exactly what could be going on here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So we ain't gonna read all the top, but y'all see it say to be up here before the criminal district court number 7, boom, boom, bam. Where in the state of Texas, hold on, my bad. It says to be and appear before the criminal district court number 7 of Dallas County, Texas, the courthouse of said county in the city of Dallas on the 14th day of August 2026 at 9:00 a.m. Then and therefore to testify as a witness in behalf of the defendant in a criminal action pending in said court, where in the state of Texas is plaintiff and Marquise Conway defendant case number whoop-de-whoop, bam, bam, bam. So y'all see in big bold letters, it says in behalf of the defendant, which is Yella Beezy. And this subpoena is going to the Dallas Police Department BWC unit. BWC unit. Do anybody know what the BWC unit mean? Do anybody know? Gigi, what's up with you, sis? Fancy Ketchup, what's up with you, love? Do anybody know what the BWC unit is? I'm trying to see. Let me know. I'm gonna give y'all a second. It's okay. He said ditches with children. Nah. Hell nah. It's okay. Y'all don't know. It's cool. I just want to see. Okay, so the BWC unit is body worn cameras. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into what they're actually requesting from on this subpoena. It said Josh follow Toby's pattern. It appears anyone testifying against Yella, they get intel on. Kimberly, let's go. Let's go, sis Kim. All right, so let's get into what they're requesting from this BWC unit in the Dallas Police Department. It says, and that he bring with him and produce in said court at said time any and all body worn camera videos from case number, is where it gets interesting, DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White. Please contact defense investigator Marissa Wallace when ready for delivery. All right. I'm going to repeat that. Any and all body worn camera video from case number DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White. Now, first thing to understand, this case number is not your typical case number to where you can, this is a case file number. You know what I'm saying? This is a case file number. We'll deep dive into that, a little bit of that as we get into the breakdown. But understand that this is not a case number that you can look up on the Dallas portal. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, this case is not pertaining to the MO3 case. This, from my understanding, right? And I could be wrong. But this case is appearing to be a different investigation that okay, how can I break this down? This is not something that Kewon was charged for or went to jail for. You know what I'm saying? From my understanding. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Law Kewon, y'all pop out and explain it. You know what I'm saying? But this case has nothing to do with the MO3 case. This is an investigation that never was the Kewon when they were charged for. That's why it's an investigation case number and not a criminal case number. Like the ones you would see, like up here, you see F-25-00. That's how a case number would look. This is not a case number. The DPD, this is not a case number. This is an investigative file number. So they want the file. So this is the subpoena I showed y'all yesterday. And y'all help me out in the chat. If I'm fake, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't say it right or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Clean it up for me. You feel me? If you can. All right, so that's the one I showed y'all yesterday. So Yella Beezy'S defense is subpoenaing the Dallas Police Department for any and all body worn camera videos from the case number DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White. But wait, there's more. There's more. Hold up. So let's get to the second one, the one I didn't show y'all. The one I didn't show y'all yesterday. All right. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. Now, this one, I mean, they connected. They connected. You know what I'm saying? They connected. They both involved with the same investigative file, right? They want this same case. But this one here is a little different. This one here is a little different, right? So let's read this one. This subpoena is issued to the Dallas Police Department, Capers Division. Capers Division. Capers Division. Now, some of y'all see DDP in the building. I know Top Flight is in the building. I know Sis Kim in the building, AC Shakora. What's up with you, Nutter? I know some of y'all be over there rocking with Madam O. Some of y'all be over there rocking with Madam O, and y'all remember her speaking about the Capers Division, right? Do anybody remember Madam Oracle talking about the Capers Division? Wait, wasn't that a part of the federal investigation? This is where I'm going to leave some meat on the bone. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all what the Capers is and the Capers Division is and what they could be possibly looking for. You know what I'm saying? But what we don't know is what this investigative file is. We don't know what DPD 20-314. We don't know what case, what situation that was pertaining to. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. So this is why I'm going to leave some meat on the bone. I would love if Madam O is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Or if Madam O go live, Madam O, I'm throwing you an alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all watch basketball now. Y'all remember Dwayne Wade threw that goddamn lob to LeBron and walked away with his hands out. That's what I'm doing to Madam Oracle right now. Salute to my boy Easy, man. Salute to my boy Easy, man, coming through with that $10, man. Let's motherfucking go, man. Getting us halfway through the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, man, because I don't really feel the love of this live, man. You know what I'm saying? The lights looking ugly. Yeah, this live here. Yeah. But then we finna get to some shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, bro. And I got this paperwork up, so I can't highlight it. But I see you. You know what I'm saying? DDP said, Josh left my ass. I just pulled out my laptop to be able to see better and to see if it looked familiar. Madam O is in the building. Let's go. Look at God. Look at God and the goddess. Nika, what's up with you, sis? Yeah, look at God and the goddess. And I appreciate y'all for any gifts that y'all may have sent. I ain't missed them on purpose. I'm over looking at this paperwork. So, Madam O, where was I? Oh yeah. So Yella Beezy'S defense, right? Let me explain this subpoena, then I'm gonna chop it up with you. All right. So I appreciate you being here because I most definitely want to hear what you got to say, man. Salute to my boy Easy coming through again, man. You know what I'm saying? With another $5, man. He said we gonna get you there, dog. Let's go, gang. Let's go, gang. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely appreciate it, man. Salute to the home team, man. Salute to the home team, man. The bros is showing out today, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? We show love, but the bros cutting up today, man. Salute to my guys, man. Salute to my motherfucking guys. Let's go, brown sugar, baby. Let's go, baby. Appreciate your love for that $4.99, man. Let's go, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I most definitely appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot of work, you know what I'm saying, to put this shit together for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So I most definitely appreciate y'all showing y'all appreciation, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate you, man. We officially need 3 more super chats, $5 or more, and we in that dough. You hear me? We in that dough, man. So let's go. So let's break this down, man. I appreciate y'all. He said, you must don't check your cash out. Shake my head. All right, man. Hold on. Because I'm looking at the screen. I be having my notifications off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be hearing it. I don't be hearing it like that. My bad, Grip. Hold on. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, Grip, man. Hey, dog. Appreciate you, man. And Sassy TV. Salute to Sassy TV, man, and my boy Grip, man. Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate that love, man. Let's go, fancy ketchup, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's go, cat eyes, man. Hold on, man. Y'all just cutting the fuck up in here, man. Let's go, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all, man. I pray that God bless each and every one of y'all back 100-fold, man. On everything, man. We finna get to it, y'all. We finna get to it. Let me get back to my let's go, man. Salute to my boy Easy, man, for coming through at the motherfucking buzzer, man, with the $5, man, to help us complete today's Gizzo, man. Man, y'all the real MVPs, man. Y'all the real MVPs, man. That's why I be saying, man, they cutting up in this bitch, man. They is cutting up in this bitch, man. Let's go, man. Salute to Brown Sugar Baby and my boy Big Bag, good trolling ass. You know what I'm saying? His good trolling ass. There's another nigga. If y'all ever see Big Bag come here talking shit, let him live, man. You know what I'm saying? So far on our troll list, we got HBK, Ebo Brown. He good. You know, he might come here and say some crazy shit. Broadway and Big Bag. All right? Let them rock. You know what I'm saying? Let them rock. Man, I appreciate y'all, though, man. You know what I'm saying? For all that love and support, man. Now, all right, let me take a swig of water. Now we can get to the shit. Now I'm hyped. Now I'm motivated. You know what I'm saying? It felt like work at first. You know what I'm saying? Now we can get into it, man. Hold on. Felt like work a little bit. Felt like I had to beg for likes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Now I feel it. Let's go, man. So let's get into this document. Hold on, let me pull this back up on my tablet. Let me skip that. Hold on, let me get back to the chat over here so I can see y'all while I read this. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy Easy coming through again, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, you a fool, dog. But you already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. I most definitely appreciate y'all, though, man. For real, man. I ain't nothing without y'all, man. I wouldn't have nothing to talk about, wouldn't even be going live, man, if it wasn't for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that also hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all as well, man. Salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all the real ones. So let's get into this, man, because I'm excited now. I'm excited. Let me put this on all chat. All right, let's rock out. So I showed y'all the first subpoena, and my bad. I hope y'all ain't get lost. You know what I'm saying? Lost in the love. You know what I'm saying? But it was most definitely necessary, a necessary distraction. But so I showed y'all the first subpoena where Yella Beezy'S defense is subpoenaing the body worn camera unit of the Dallas Police Department, and they were asking for any and all body worn camera footage on Kewon White pertaining to this file number DPD 20-3134. Right? So now we have on the screen another subpoena issued. You know what I'm saying? From Yella Beezy'S defense on Kewon White, right, to the state about Kewon White. So let me read it. It says Dallas Police Department, Capers Division, man. You know what I'm saying? It then says to be and appear before the Criminal District Court number 7 of Dallas County, Texas, at the courthouse of said county in the city of Dallas on the 14th day of August 2026. So I'm assuming they have a pretrial date. Now these subpoenas can sometimes be tricky because they'll have the 14th. You know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming I got to check the docket again because I think he do have a pretrial August the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably when they will want these records by. So that subpoena date is basically them saying we need these records by or on August the 14th, 2026. All right. Then of course it says then and there to testify as a witness in behalf of the defendant. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see Marquise Conway and all of this stuff. Charlene, what's up with you, baby? Thank you for that $5. Thank you. Said today and the 14th. Oh, they got a hearing today? Okay, it must be like a status hearing or something. I'm gonna have to check into that. All right, so what are they asking for from the Capers Division? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Now I messed up the research, so we're gonna have to do this in real time. All right, because last night, because look, y'all know I don't really do back-to-back lives, and sometimes it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because it take a lot putting this stuff together. That's why I appreciate y'all love and support for real. Putting this stuff together and doing these slides, it's a task. It's a fun task. I love doing it, but nevertheless, it's a task. So I made a mistake, right? When I did the research, I looked up Capers Division. So what I was planning to show y'all, the show part still gonna go on, but I had a part of the show where we were gonna break down what this division is. But I looked up the capias. So now in real time, and with the help of Madam O, whether she want to hit the chat or talk from the panel or go live about it, please, because I want to hear your spiel on it. We're gonna figure out what the capers division is. So what are they asking from the capers division? A true and correct copy of entire case file for case number. Remember, I told y'all that DPD is not necessarily a case that Kewon was on. It's a case file, which means he was probably investigated about another case. Not necessarily that he was involved in the case. But let's keep going. We're going to see. A true and correct copy of entire case file for case number DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White, to include, but not be limited to, all reports, documents, photos, and outer agency notifications. Please contact Defense Investigator Marissa Wallace when ready for the delivery. So they are asking for a correct copy of the entire case file for case number DPD 20-314. And they want all reports, documents, photos, and outer agency notifications involving Kewon White. So there's no link yet, Cam. Okay. All right. So look, real quick. So let's holler at Madam O real quick. And Madam O, if you plan on doing like a live about it, you ain't gotta come up here and tell everything. Because I know I've been hearing you speak about the capers division. So before we get into the breakdown of today's show, you know what I'm saying? Let's holler at Madam O, man. Let's holler at Madam O. Y'all make sure, man. Y'all ain't tapped in with Madam O. Y'all tripping. Cause yeah, this is where I leave some meat on the bone, cause this ain't my expertise. Cause I think this came up in the Siobhan Randall case. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stay in my lane. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I want to hear from Madam O. What this capers division? What is it? And you know what I'm saying? What she spoke about, how it relates to either this MO3 situation. I want to hear from her real quick. Because it'd be crazy if she say something that lines up exactly with the break. You know, it's gonna be crazy. So the link in the chat, and the breakdown today ain't too long, y'all. So y'all don't we gonna be an easy transition. Got Madam O, the beautiful one, in the building. What's up with your Aquarius?
What's up, Aquarius? What it sound like?
Man, you good. You good. Your mic is good.
Okay, these are new meta glasses I just went got.
Oh shit, let's go. You must be getting ready for trial or something.
Then my husband said I need these for trial.
Let's go. Oh, you gonna be here?
I'm on my way to the courthouse now to see about this hearing.
Oh shit, let's go. So you already here?
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I'm sure I want to hear what you got to come up with. But I ain't gonna hold you too long. But you just seen the cape. So what is the capers division?
Capers division is Dallas County's crime against persons. Okay. They are crime against persons. And so the very first time that I have documentation of them being involved in a case is when Book told us to go look up KD. So I did, and Capers was involved in a homicide that he committed. And then it was in Siobhan, you know.
Hold on, so KD is Yella Beezy'S cousin, the one they said was investigated for the Roy Lee situation, right?
Correct. Darius.
Okay.
The serial killer.
Right. Then you said it popped up again in the Siobhan Randall case.
Correct.
And
also on the GRC RICO case, when Detective Barnes on the criminal complaint affidavit, when Detective Barnes is giving his resume, you know, his experience, he spoke about being a part of the Capers division for 17 years or something to that effect. So he was definitely on the Capers division in 2017 while investigating Siobhan Randall. And that was also a joint investigation. It was Capers and the Dallas Fed.
Dang, I might have to do so because now I'm interested in the difference between the capers division and a regular detective. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they do have a case file, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see where this investigative file come from. You know, because it could be Siobhan Randall. You know what I'm saying? Could be Siobhan Randall because think about this, right? Because I don't know if you was here, but I played with Kewon talk about yes, he would take a deal, and it depends on what type of deal, blase. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and if and I don't want to get too heavy, but we gonna get into this when I get to the breakdown. But if Kewon is already taking a deal or could potentially take a deal, Toby Shook is already gonna be on top of it, and he already probably know where Kewon would probably have value. So him, whatever he's requesting from this, it's gonna. If we can find out what this is, it's gonna say a lot.
Do you remember when they asked Kewon about the phone call with him and Ducky P, the jail call allegedly discussing the MO3M? And
Right.
Kewon corrected it and said that was me, Ducky, and G Fields.
Right.
G Fields is, he was arrested for organized crime surrounding the Siobhan Randall and Mike T cases, but those are still open M cases. No one has ever been charged with those. So that could be it, Josh. You could have just found the connect.
Because whatever this is, I don't think Kewon was charged for it. That's why.
No, he was in jail at the time.
Yeah, but so I don't think he was charged for it, but he was investigated about it some way, somehow.
Correct. I know that they initially when the reefer got took from the hotel, it was 4 people. 2 of them were identified as Duke's self-proclaimed first cousins, the Perkins brothers, and the other 2 were never identified. They were robbing drug dealers of drugs.
Kewon said he been robbed drug dealers. That's what he did. That's what he said.
Right. So when I asked him about Mike T and how could he clear Mike T's name if he had nothing to do with it, he was just saying I had just went to jail, but if I was there, he would not have, he'd still be alive. So I was wondering if you or Mahel, anybody saw whatever he went to jail for in 2017. Was it marijuana? Because I also remember hearing that one of the dudes that stole some of the reefer went to jail with a pack of it. I don't know if that was.
Damn, I ain't never looked into that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't never looked into that. That's when I listen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking into too much of that. Kewon said that what he do to get money. He most definitely did. Mahel, what's up with you, man?
What's up? I wanted to let y'all finish y'all conversation before I got off track. All right, so I got a question, right? Somebody reached out to me and they was telling me that the trial has been pushed back because the lawyers need to gather more evidence. I wanted to know if either one of y'all seen any of that type of activity going on in the paperwork.
The last time I looked, no. When they tell you that? Today?
Like I want to say like 2 days ago.
Oh no, we're not.
For you, I'm literally en route to the courthouse right now.
Straight up, I just want. Yeah, I just wanted to know because I have been trying to find some on my own. I've been trying to look and I haven't been seeing anything. So I know y'all be off in the paperwork like this. So I just wanted to ask if y'all heard anything like that.
Let's see, because if it did, if it would, it'd be in the docket as a continuous. Like last time I checked, I ain't seen nothing.
It's not. I checked this morning when I got up. It's not. But ain't no clarity like in person though, right? Ain't no clarity like in person. So I'm gonna know, and when I know, y'all gonna know, because we doing this as a unit.
Already.
Let's go. Well, I most definitely appreciate you, madam. I'm gonna let you get back to your big naive, because we most definitely want to hear what you come up, what you hear, what you find out up there. I most definitely appreciate
and
the
if you feel
gems you drop.
I don't mind sharing it with you. I don't care. I ain't got to be first. I ain't got. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be on my panel.
No,
I just want the information out.
Exactly.
I think we all like that.
Nah, facts. Yeah, but I probably won't be live. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be in the building when you do it though, for sure. And I also want to see if you do. I also want to see when you get some time and you really simmer simmer down on this subpoena, this capers unit. I really want to see, you know what I'm saying, what you come up with that too.
Right. I just
All right, man.
with
But
you
salute.
pulling that,
All right, go ahead.
I think that that's gonna be the tie with Siobhan and Mike T. Because if he got information on that, but does that mean that he willing to give up these fields to drop the remuneration? Ooh.
Man, let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Most definitely could be. But I'm gonna let you get to it, Josh. Thank you for letting me up.
I appreciate you, my guy. Stay up, man.
All right, Josh, I'm going to be a subscriber because you're doing that thing.
Let's go,
As
man.
soon as I came in, you was like, Madam O been trying to tell y'all. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I seen that. Like, damn, Battle O was on point talking about this capers unit shit.
I kept screaming it, y'all, because things that show up continuously are anomalies. Those are things that catch my attention because it's such a preponderance of things, right?
Facts.
So if it shows up in every situation, even if it's different situations, and that shows up, hey, let me look into them. You know, or if something happens every situation and then this one it doesn't, let me look and see why not. So that
That's facts.
unit was something that no matter which way I look, like I say, when Book told us to look into KD, I look into KD, and the first time he went to jail for the capers unit was involved. Not only the capers, but the feds. So, you know, because it was a federal prisoner that told on him about this. So yeah, so everywhere they're everywhere, and Barnes has been a part of that unit this entire time.
Oh, okay. So they make even more sense now. They make even more sense now. Okay. All right, bet. All right, well, I appreciate you, Madam O, man. We gonna check in with Madam O, man, when she get out there courtroom for sure. If y'all ain't subscribed to Madam Oracle moderators, please drop her link. Just in case she don't, I don't be live, and y'all still want to hear whatever happened at today's hearing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go drop her link in the chat for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go tap in with Madam O, man, and Mahel over there in the lab live. Sis Kim, what you got for me?
I just quickly want to say, first of all, remember that I said henceforth in the comments, that could be why Detective Barnes mentioned that the Ward Lee investigation is active and ongoing.
Could be.
The other thing I wanted to say was, remember the judge said that Kewon White was going to trial first, but she also told Devin and Yella's teams to be ready for trial in case there's a plea deal. Do you remember that? So that's why it's important for us to really listen to what's been said in court and don't just wait for the aha moments, because it can be something as simple as what she said. You know, in case a plea deal,
right,
it's reached. Hence, talking about who else could she be talking about? Kewon, allegedly, right?
Hey, yeah, I didn't hear that. I ain't saying she didn't say that. I didn't hear it, but if
Go
that
back
was
to
said,
the judge said.
Send me the video. She said that in.
Shoot, okay, but she
if
said,
you can.
I'll find it. She said for Kewon White to be ready to go first, and for Devin and Yellow teams to be ready just for trial, just in case a plea deal is reached.
What's up, Mahel?
All right, so what y'all was talking about was something in 2017, right?
What you mean? The case number?
Yeah,
I think so.
Something was good. Yeah, you and I think Madam was talking about something for 2017. What Kewon could have went to jail for.
Yeah, I mean she brought that up as a possibility. She said the capers unit was on that situation as well, I believe.
All right, so I got something to my email that says that. Hold on, let me find where I was at. Okay, it says the case number is F1639769. It says on the 28th day of June 2017, he got an enhancement from the state filed for an enhancement of him fleeing from police in a motor vehicle during that time, and it says the enhancement is 15 years to life on Kewon's.
And that happened in 2017.
In 2017. Matter of fact, I can pull it up.
And what happened to that
I can
case?
show it to you. I don't know. Here, I'm gonna just show it to you. I'm finna share my screen with you real quick.
All right. You could do. Did you see any resolution on that case or anything?
He's muted right now.
Okay.
I think he's muted right. I'm gonna ask him about.
There you go. It's back there.
All right, hold on. Let me get to it. Hold up, y'all. We may got some now. We may got some. And we still got the breakdown to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button, man. If you in the building, man, please hit that like button, man. Can y'all give me the 300 likes, man? Please. This some good shit. This some good shit, man. Salute to Mahel, Kimberly, and Madam O, man, for adding on to the work.
All right. So here you go. Right here it says amended status notice of intent to seek enhancement. You see Kewon white name right there. It says now comes to the state of Texas by and through its assistant district attorney Crystal whatever and presents the state's notice of intent to seek enhancement punishment pursuant to art whatever would show the court the following. The state of Texas now formally pleads other final convictions for purposes of enhancements as allowed by Brooks and whatever. And it says, and is further presented in to said court the prior to the commission of the aforesaid offense set out above. The defendant was finally convicted of felony offense of evading arrest in a motor vehicle in the judicial court, whatever, Dallas, Texas, in case number, the one I just told you, on the 28th day of June. On the 28th day of June 2017, wherefore premises considered the state Texas prays that the notice of intent to seek enhancement be duly noted by the court. Then I went down. It said I certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing state notice of intent, seek enhancement, whatever, whoop, on the 6th day of August 2026. I think that's all it say though, and I think it says something about 15 to life, like I just told you a while ago. But that's it right there, and it's most definitely from 2017. So I don't know what all that means. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do, but that most definitely was sent to me regarding Kewon, and some going from 15 to life.
Yeah, he had a charge. It sounded like he had a charge, and they came back and wanted to add more charges. They would have let his conviction to be his sentence to be whatever to life. That would it sound like. But let me show this real quick.
It sounds like they seeking enhancements is what it sounds like, Josh.
So let me show y'all. But this what I'm thinking. This what I'm thinking right here. You know what I'm saying? But until we know for sure what this is, but just me and my experience, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With case numbers, sometimes they had like right here say DPD 20. So I'm assuming, and my thing is whatever this is came from 2020. Could be, or I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that DPD 20 probably mean 2020. You know what I'm saying? It probably mean 2020. But I don't know. Man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how we could figure out what that DPD dash 3134 is actually is. But Mr. Law Kewon, pop out. Y'all been talking to God. Don't get scared now. Pop out and let us know what's going on, man. Cause it's looking funny in the light. It's looking funny in the light, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say before I get into this breakdown?
Yes, Mayor, do you remember the judge saying for that Kewon White was going to trial first, and she told Devin and Yella's team to be ready to go to trial in case a plea deal is reached?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I want. But you still want the video, Josh?
That's the video where she was telling Kewon he'll be going first.
Yes.
Okay, I know what video it is. I can find it.
Okay, but that's all I got. Can you go ahead and drop it down so I don't mess up the audio?
All right, Josh, I'm gone too. I just wanted to show you that since y'all was talking about 2017. I didn't know if that had anything to do with anything or nothing. Just know that somebody sent
it. Could. It could.
It's like they're putting pressure on them.
It could. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that nugget, man. I appreciate you as well, Miss Kim.
Miss Kim, I'm sis, bro.
Sis Kim. My bad. All right, go
ahead and drop me, bye.
All right. Well, you can drop yourself, but I'll drop you.
Okay.
I'm on a laptop. I don't be having them. Yeah, I'm on a laptop when I'm on my own now. I'm on the other panel. I might be on the phone. Fate said, Josh, don't forget Kewon was on like 8 buns in 2020. So, all right. So let's let me round this up now. You know what I'm saying? So the Capers division, crimes against persons. You know what I'm saying? So once again, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure you might just got in the building, whatever. I showed 2 subpoenas. This is the second subpoena. The first subpoena I showed was Yella Beezy'S defense. Yella Beezy'S defense requesting any and all body worn camera footage, you know what I'm saying, about this case number DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White. And this subpoena that I have on the screen is also from Yella Beezy'S defense, and this is from this is to the Dallas Police Department Capers Division. And what they want is they want the true and correct copy of entire case file, heavy on the entire case file. We're gonna get into that for the case number DPD 20-3134 involving Kewon White. And they also want all the reports, documents, photos, and outer agency notifications involving Kewon White in this particular case file. All right. Now, we didn't speculate it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't got our speculation on. And hey, but one thing we do know, you know what I'm saying? One thing we do know is that Yella Beezy is seeming to be targeting Kewon. What could be going on over here? You know what I'm saying? What could be going on in this situation, man? Is this just procedural? Is this just some routine shit? Is we making too much of it? We finna figure out. We about to figure out. So let me remove this banner. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take me a sip of water and we finna get to the shits, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Rocking out with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere in the world, but you over here at Room 901, man. You rocking with the motherfucking greatest, baby. Yeah, I mean, let's go, man. Let's get to it. Let me take a sip of water and we about to get into the shits. Hold on. Please hit that like button for your boy, man. All right. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. All right. First, oh shit, hold on. I'm going too fast. I ain't even pulled my notes up on my phone. Hold on. Let me get it right, child. Let me get it right. And like I said, this breakdown. All right. So first and foremost, right? So so we went through the subpoenas, right? We went through both of the subpoenas. And I said, this is what I put into the legal chess machine. I said, 2 subpoenas from Yella Beezy'S defense seemingly requesting info about Kewon White just appeared in his docket. Given that Yella Beezy was alleged to have paid Kewon to murder MO3, right? Yella Beezy is the financier and Kewon is the alleged hitman who got paid. I'm a little confused on why Yella Beezy will be requesting this. In a recent pretrial, the judge stated that Kewon will be the first defendant going to trial on August 24th. What could be happening here? Is Yella Beezy trying to disprove something with these subpoenas, or is he gearing up to use this to discredit Kewon as a witness? Let's deep dive into that. Let's break it down, right? So I showed y'all the subpoenas. So let's get into why Toby Shook even subpoenaed these. I mean, what Toby Shook subpoenaed. All right, y'all ready? And y'all know I ain't gonna be able to look at the chat. I got my tablet up, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna be able to highlight no comments or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I most definitely see y'all. I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into what Toby Shook subpoenaed. The defense subpoenaed, number 1, the entire Dallas police case file, DPD 20-3134, involving Kewon White, including reports, photographs, documents, outside agency notifications, and essentially everything Dallas Police Department has regarding that investigation. They want everything. They want everything regarding that investigation. They want everything. Let's go. Number 2. Every body worn camera video connected to that same Kewon White case. Notice something. These subpoenas are not asking for MO3 evidence. They're asking for everything involving Kewon White in another Dallas Police Department case. Because we know Kewon, we know the MO3 case number, right? It ain't DPD 20. That's not the MO3 case number. The Kewon MO3 case number starts with an F-25 something. All right. So these subpoenas are not asking for MO3 evidence. They are asking for everything involving Kewon White in another Dallas Police Department case. That distinction is important. So let's get to Why would Yella Beezy want this? Why would Yella Beezy want this? There are several possibilities. Option 1, the most likely possibility, to attack Kewon's credibility. This would be my leading theory. If Kewon is expected to testify, Toby Shook has one job: convince jurors that Kewon White cannot be trusted. Jurors naturally wonder, has he lied before? Has he changed stories before? Has he blamed other people before? Did police pressure him, or did he receive any deals? A prior police investigation may answer those questions. Imagine if, in another investigation, Kewon gave 3 different stories, or officers noted inconsistencies, or detectives questioned his honesty, or body cam captured him changing his version. That becomes incredible impeachment material, not because it proves Beezy is innocent, but it attacks the state's witness. And again, disclaimer for those that just not coming to the building, but I am not trying to prove that Kewon White has flipped, took a deal, and he's in fact will be testifying. That's not what I'm here to prove, and it's not what I'm saying. All right. But we're about to get into what I am trying to prove, demonstrate, and what I am saying. All right, so let's keep going. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm not saying, but we finna figure out what I am saying. So we're still on the options, on the different options on why Yella Beezy would want this information about Kewon White. Option two, looking for Brady material. Defense attorneys don't simply accept what prosecutors hand over. Sometimes another agency possesses evidence prosecutors either overlook, never collected, or never disclosed. Suppose Dallas PD interviewed Kewon years ago. Maybe an officer wrote, for example, White appeared deceptive, or White denied involvement, or White identified another suspect. The defense absolutely wants that, even if prosecutors never intend to use it. Okay, option 3 on why Yella Beezy will want this information about Kewon White. Ain't they on the same side? Option 3, looking for inconsistent statements. This is a classical trial work. Every statement Kewon has ever made becomes important. If he once said, for example, I never owned a gun, but another report said I carried this Glock, now you got impeachment. So we really not saying he'll say that verbatim, but just an example of the inconsistencies that can create impeachments. All right. If he once said, let me scroll down. If he once denied knowing someone, then later admits he did, that's another inconsistency. Jurors don't like inconsistent witnesses. All right, option 4. Salute to everybody in the building. Man, hit that like button for your boy. Option 4. Why would Yella Beezy want this information on Kewon White? Looking at the police procedures. The body cam request caught my eye. Body cams aren't just suspects. They're about officers too. They're about the officers as well. The defense may be looking for promises made, threats, coaching, improper questioning, officers feeding information, or suggestive interview techniques. Any of those can become cross-examination gold. All right. Option number 5. Why would Yella Beezy want this information on Kewon White? Discovering motive to cooperate. Remember something that we discussed before, family. Kewon wouldn't be just a random witness. Kewon says this out his own mouth. He is the alleged shooter. For those that was in the building, when I played the live with Kewon, when Mr. Law asked him, what make you think these people gonna offer you a deal? He said, because I'm Kewon White, aka the alleged shooter. So Kewon wouldn't be just a random witness if he was to testify. He is the alleged shooter. If this other case that they requested the information about shows pending charges, dismissed charges, or favorable treatment, or unusual lenient handling, the defense can argue. For example, ladies and gentlemen, Kewon had every reason to cooperate. That's a classic bias argument. So let's get to our option 6. If y'all need me to slow down or repeat something, please let me know. Corruption of Dallas Police Department allegedly could be. Could be. Now, let me say this. Let me say this before we go to option 6. Now, it could be, you know what I'm saying? Now that we know that Detective Barnes worked for the Capers Division, it could be, you know what I'm saying, that they are looking at something that they probably mishandled with Kewon. But I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. But that's a possibility. I think it's something else going on here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into why. So right now we're going through why would Yella Beezy even want this information on Kewon. And option 6, let's get into the timeline. The timeline. This is where it gets interesting. I mentioned that we mentioned that Judge Chica said Kewon White would be the first defendant tried on August 24th. If that's accurate, these subpoenas make even more sense. Why? Because if Kewon is going first, the defense needs everything about him immediately. Now, take that to context what Sis Kim just told us. Now, I wish I would have knew that beforehand because I most definitely would have tied that in. But given that what Sis Kim told us was true about what she said about a plea deal, a possible plea deal, just in case, this makes even more sense. You know what I'm saying? So let me repeat it. If Kewon is indeed going to be tried first, the defense needs everything about him immediately. Notice the subpoena I showed y'all commands production. They want these files on August the 14th, about 10 days before trial. That's perfect timing for trial preparation. But something else caught my eye. Something else caught my eye. They're requesting the entire file. I'm saying it in all caps. I'm speaking it in all caps. They're requesting the entire file, not one report, not one officer, not one interview, the entire case file. Experienced defense attorneys, which we know Toby Shook is, experienced defense attorneys don't usually ask for everything unless they believe there may be something valuable buried somewhere. Sometimes it's called a fishing expedition, but in the capital murder case, it's a very strategic fishing expedition. So let's keep going. Could this mean they're trying to prove Kewon is lying? Could these subpoenas mean that they are trying to prove that Kewon is lying? Absolutely. In fact, I say that's the most straightforward explanation. Not necessarily lying about the murder itself, but lying in general. Excuse me, y'all, if y'all heard that. That was a belch. The defense doesn't have to prove Kewon committed perjury. They only need jurors thinking, I'm not sure I can trust anything this guy says. That alone can create reasonable doubt if the state's case depends heavily on Kewon. But here's the theory that I will keep an eye on. Because Jerry Lynn Johnson's case is still inactive, even though his federal case has concluded. And because Jose Bodega is reportedly expected to be a state witness, I've been watching whether I've been watching whether the defense strategy will focus less on disputing that a murder occurred and more on challenging the credibility and motives of the cooperating witnesses. These subpoenas fit that pattern. These subpoenas most definitely fit that pattern because every time from my observation of the docket, right? Every time that the Yella Beezy either knew or speculated about a nigga being able to be a potential witness, he instantly go get the certain information on him. When Jose Bodega name popped up, he tried to get the federal probation stuff. He tried to get the DPD background history. He tried to do all that. When Trap Boy Freddy name popped up on a subpoena, the defense instantly went to go get flight records from Trap Boy Freddy, medical records from Trap Boy Freddy. Jerry Johnson, they ain't tried anything with Jerry Johnson from what I've seen. So them doing this to Kewon after his name appears on a witness list kind of lines up. It kind of lines up with how Toby Shook has been going about attacking possible witnesses. That's all I'm saying. It lines up. But let's keep going. If Toby Shook can show If Toby Shook can show that Kewon has inconsistent statements, Kewon benefit from cooperating, Kewon's prior interactions with police reveal credibility issues, or officers handle him ways that raise questions, then Toby Shook can argue that the state's narrative rests on witnesses whose testimony should be viewed skeptically. All right. But that doesn't necessarily mean the defense has discovered a smoking gun. These subpoenas are discovery tools. They indicate where the defense is looking, not what they have found. So we don't know what the defense is going to get from these subpoena records. We just know that they looking at certain places for these records. But strategically, they suggest that Shook believes Kewon White will be a central battlefield in front of the jury. Hear me out. This is just my legal analysis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an expert. And you don't have to take my word for facts. You know what I'm saying? But strategically, these subpoenas suggest that Toby Shook believes that Toby Shook believes that Kewon White will be a central battlefield in front of the jury. All right. Okay, cool. So let's get into the next breakdown. So I had to ask, could this mean that Yella Beezy knows that Kewon has taken a deal or flipped, even if nothing has hit the public docket? Just had to ask. I had to put this in a legal chess machine. I just had to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because we heard Kewon out of his own mouth saying that he will most definitely take a plea deal if it's the right one. You know what I'm saying? If it's the right one. So let's get into it. Scenario one. Salute to everybody in the building. Ray said he ain't snitching. I ain't saying he is, man. I'm not saying he is, man. I'm trying to deep dive into what Yella Beezy and the defense may be thinking. Damn, what I think, he ain't my co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't putting a jacket on him. You know what I'm saying? But we most definitely finna go through what could possibly be going on here, because it ain't every day. That a co-defendant subpoena records on another co-defendant, especially records like this. You know what I'm saying? So again, we're about to get into, could this mean that Yella Beezy knows that Kewon has taken a deal or flipped, even if nothing hit the public docket yet? All right, so let's get into scenario uno. Beezy already knows Kewon has a deal. Very possible. Not a fact, but very possible. This is actually more common than many people realize. Defense attorneys often learn things through sources other than the public docket. Discovery from the prosecution, informal communications between counsel, witness interviews, jail calls or inmate communications, their own investigators, information from co-defendants or their attorneys. Now, why is this important? Remember when we just played the live from Kewon, and he said that after one court day, he went to court one day, and when he left out that courtroom, somebody, he said they, and I'm gonna take that to mean somebody from either the state side or the Dallas Police Department detective side, whatever, approached him and said, hey, we want to pick your brain. We want to show you some things, you know what I'm saying? And we want you to let us know some things, confirm some things or whatever, and we can talk about an agreement. We can reach an agreement. Basically, in a nutshell, that's what Kewon said. That happened to him while he was walking outside. This come out Kewon mouth. This is not what I said I think happened. Kewon said when he was walking outside the courtroom, you know what I'm saying, at one hearing that he had, not one of these pretrial hearings, it was a hearing in the past, they approached him. They said, man, look, we want to chop it up with you. We want to run some things by you. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-woo, bam-de-bam. But why am I saying this, right? Because if that indeed happened, and let's say if Kewon even met with the people, guess who will know that? Toby Shook. Toby Shook will know that. Even if it happened, even if it didn't happen and they just approached Kewon, guess who will know that they approached Kewon? Toby Shook. Toby shook. And you best believe if Kewon did accept the meeting or whatever that was, Toby Shook would know that. You know what I'm saying? So let me repeat scenario one more time. Defense attorneys often learn things through sources other than the public docket, discovery from the prosecution, informal communications between counsel, witness interviews, jail calls or inmate communications, their own investigators, and information from co-defendants or the co-defendants' attorneys. So, if Kewon has reached some type of cooperation agreement that hasn't yet appeared on the public docket, it's entirely plausible that Toby Shook already knows about it. In that situation, these subpoenas could be part of building a cross-examination around Kewon's credibility, motives, and prior dealings with law enforcement. And again, this is all allegedly. I'm not saying Kewon has taken a deal or he has flipped or anything. Scenario two. Remember, we are still on, you know what I'm saying? Could Kewon have taken a deal and Yella Beezy know about it, even if it ain't hit the public docket? Scenario two. Toby Shook suspects. He suspects that Kewon has flipped but wants proof. This is also very plausible. This is actually the scenario that I would lean toward. Think about it. Think about the timeline. If the judge has indicated Kewon will be tried first, and the defense is suddenly subpoenaing Kewon's complete Dallas Police Department file and all body cam footage from that investigation, it suggests they're digging for everything they can use before trial. This is not the type of action you see between two co-defendants like this, man. You know what I'm saying? If Kewon has began cooperating, those files may reveal meeting with detectives, supplemental reports, references to proffer sessions, changes in his statements, indications of favorable treatment. Defense lawyers often subpoena broadly because they don't yet know exactly what they will find. Let me take a swig of water, y'all. Give me 1 second. Y'all make sure I hit that like button for me. All right, let's get it. Let's go to scenario 3. Scenario 3. They're preparing for Kewon to testify, even without a formal plea deal. They are preparing for Kewon to testify, even without a formal plea deal. Remember something important. A witness does not necessarily need a signed plea agreement to cooperate. I need to see it in black and white face ass. They do not need a signed plea agreement to cooperate. For example, Kewon allegedly could have given statements hoping for leniency. Prosecutors could have made informal representations. He could expect benefits later, or he could testify before any plea is finalized. If that happened, the defense would still argue you had every reason to carry favor with the state. That's powerful impeachment even without a written deal. Here's where it really caught my attention, though. The defense didn't subpoena the district attorney's office. They subpoenaed Dallas police. That tells me they're looking beyond whatever the prosecution has already produced. They're looking for original police records, original reports, and original body camera footage that may contain details not emphasized or even used by the prosecution. So, my current read as of right now. If I had to rank the possibilities, I would rank them like such. Number 1, 60% that Shook is preparing to aggressively impeach Kewon, whether or not a formal plea has been announced. 25% that the defense had already known Kewon is cooperating and is gathering every prior statement and police interaction to attack his credibility. Then 15% that the subpoenas are a broader trial preparation with no specific knowledge of a plea, but aimed at uncovering anything useful in Kewon's history. So that'll be the read if we was to break it down in percentages. 60% Shook is preparing to aggressively impeach Kewon, 25%. The defense already know Kewon cooperating, and they gathering all the prior statements and police interactions, and 15% that the subpoenas have broader trial preparation. All right. So if the defense is spending this much, this what we gotta understand. This is what we gotta understand right here. That if the defense is spending this much effort investigating Kewon White, it may signal that they expect him to be one of the state's most important witnesses. Defense teams typically devote their resources to the witnesses they believe could have the greatest impact on the jury. That inference is consistent with the subpoenas, but it's still an inference, not a fact. The subpoenas themselves don't establish that Kewon has accepted a plea or formally agreed to cooperate. All right, so let's get into the next segment of the show. Y'all good down there? Due diligence is key, especially when you're facing L or life or death. Let's go. Yella Beezy'S wrote, "Punch in. Kewon ready to tell it all." Memphis Mother Wonder said Cornelia Smith took a blind plea deal and actually got a pretty decent sentence, 20 for the Dolph case, and he's the one that did the most damage. And they kind of in similar positions too. Okay, all right. Again, and I ain't saying Kewon is a rat. I ain't saying none of that. I ain't saying none of that at all. So let's move forward. Man. Let's move forward. So the next thing we're about to get into, right, is because again, I always tell y'all about timing. So I showed y'all, right, the Kewon name did appear on the witness list, which means nothing. Standing in the vacuum, standing alone, his name on a witness list don't mean nothing. That don't mean that he gonna testify, whatever, right? The state just put a bunch of names on the list that they could potentially call to testify. But right after, because again, I always tell y'all about timing. So right after the witness list, his name appears on the witness list, the subpoenas pop up. The timing. Remember I told y'all how the timing can tell y'all a lot. So let's deep dive into what that may signal. Kewon name appear on the witness list, and these subpoenas are issued. So let's get into the timeline of that. So hold on, where we at? Okay, here we go. Let's get it. The timeline now looks like this. July 27th, the state files its witness list. Then Kewon name appears on the witness list. Then August 5th, Toby Shook immediately starts subpoenaing Kewon's prior police records and body cam footage. That looks much less like a coincidence than it did before. Now, before we go any further, don't that look like that they looking at Kewon? Because I don't know, but don't that look like, man, the timing? Don't it make it look like that they think Kewon is gonna be testifying or something? If July 27th, Kewon name appeared on a witness list, then on August 5th, then a week or so after that, they subpoena these records on Kewon. I'm just saying, but let's go further. What does that suggest? The most simplest explanation is this. The state has now officially told the defense, we may call Kewon White as a witness. With his name appearing on the witness list, that's what the state had told the defense. Once that happens, Toby Shook's next move is almost automatic. Toby Shook come back with, I'm going to investigate everything I can about Kewon. That's exactly what experienced trial lawyers do. Does that mean Kewon is cooperating? Does that mean just because he did that Kewon is cooperating? It certainly strengthens that possibility. It doesn't mean it, but it certainly strengthens that possibility, and here's why. If Kewon were planning to invoke the Fifth Amendment and refuse to testify, listing him as a witness would be of limited value unless the state expected some lawful way to obtain his testimony. For example, through immunity or because his own criminal exposure has been resolved sufficiently. But it's important to not overstate it. Being on the witness list does not by itself prove that Kewon signed a plea agreement, he entered a cooperation agreement, or he agreed to testify. The witness lists are often broad, and prosecutors sometimes list people they may ultimately decide not to call it all. All right, those the facts. But here's what make me raise my eyebrow. This is what make me do the rock eyebrow on this situation is the timing. If I'm Toby Shook, July 27th happened, and the state says they intends to call Kewon. Then August 5th, Toby Shook come back and say, get me every report and every body cam we've got on this guy. That is exactly how I expect the defense attorney to react if he believed Kewon would become one of the state's most important witnesses. Are y'all understanding that? Because right now we reading the tea leaves, but the way that Toby Shook it, and this what before anything. Let me take this down real quick. I want to chop it up because for those that's been following the Legal Chess episodes, y'all know this was one of the first ways before a subpoena came through, before anything on YouTube was said about Jose Bodega. The first thing that and y'all go back to the episode, the first thing that let me know that Jose Bodega was cooperating with them people. It wasn't Key. This was way before Kewon White said anything about a grand jury testimony, anything. The first thing that let me know was when I looked at the docket and I seen that Yella Beezy'S was subpoenaing all the discrediting information on Jose Bodega. That's the first thing that let me know. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, damn, if y'all on the same side, you wouldn't be worrying about having to attack him. You wouldn't be worried about, you know what I'm saying, attacking him as a state witness. And now it's seeming like I'm looking at the same thing. It feel like deja vu. Because now I see Yella Beezy'S doing not the exact same thing, but a strongly similar thing to Kewon. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man. So let's get into this one more time. Let's move on. Let's go to the next one. So, could Toby Shook already know more than the public? Yes. In fact, this is one area where defense lawyers often know far more than the public. Remember, the public docket is not the same thing as discovery. Defense counsels can receive interview recordings, supplemental reports, giglio disclosures, witness statements, emails, notices from prosecutors long before anything appears on the docket. So it's entirely possible that Shook knows something that we don't. It's also possible he simply knows enough to treat Kewon as a high priority witness because the state identified him as one. So here's the legal chess angle that I like the most. I don't think the story is Yella Beezy'S subpoenaed Kewon's records. I think the story is the moment prosecutors publicly identified Kewon White as a possible trial witness, Toby Shook went straight to Kewon's history. That's the story. And that's the chess move. He's not chasing random evidence. He's targeting the witness. Again, in murder trials, when a defense lawyer spends resources digging into one particular witness, it's often because he believes that witness could be a pillar of the prosecution's case. Hey man, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you, it could be a nothing burger, but I don't think so at all, man. But let's move on. So let's be real. How often in a murder for hire case does one co-defendant subpoena these type of records against another co-defendant, and it's just procedural? How often? How often have y'all seen it where it's just merely procedural? How often does that happen? Let's deep dive into that. If we're talking about a real world homicide litigation, especially a capital for murder remuneration case, then my answer to that question I just asked is no. This doesn't strike me as just procedural. It's procedurally proper, but strategically significant. Notice the difference. It's procedurally proper, but strategically significant. And here's why. In any ordinary murder case, defense attorneys subpoena records all the time. That's routine. What's not routine is the defense specifically targeting the entire police history of another co-defendant who has now appeared on the state's witness list. Those are two different things. Let me scroll down a little bit. In a murder for hire conspiracy, the prosecution case often hinges on flipping insiders. Jurors usually aren't there when the agreement was made. Money changed hands. Conspirators talked. So prosecutors often rely on one or more cooperating participants to explain the conspiracy. If Kewon is expected to provide the narrative, he becomes an extremely high value witness. Go refer back to Kewon White on words. He said, I'm Kewon White, aka the lead shooter. That's what Kewon White said. When that happens, a defense lawyer's job becomes to destroy the witness before he destroys my client. Destroy this the chess match, y'all. Destroy the witness, even if we want to say the potential witness, before he destroys my client. That's not routine paperwork. That's trial strategy. So, why ask for the entire file? Why ask for the entire file, y'all? This is what sticks with me. Should there request one interview, one interview, one arrest, or one report? He asked for the entire case files and all body cam videos. That tell me he doesn't yet know exactly what he'll find. He's looking for impeachment material. He's looking for impeachment material wherever it exists. That's a hallmark of preparing to cross-examine an important witness. They're saying that is hallmark for impeaching or discrediting a potential witness. If Kewon wasn't expected to matter, would I spend investigator time, serve subpoenas, review hours of body cam? Because think about it. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because they not asking for one file, y'all, one case. No, they asking for all body cam, all the files. So if Kewon didn't matter, who would spend all the time and the resources going through all these files, all these body camera footage? They looking for something. You know what I'm saying? So let me start over. If Kewon wasn't expected to matter, then Toby Shook wouldn't spend investigator time, serve subpoenas, or review hours of body cam, read hundreds of pages of reports on someone I don't think is going to hurt my client. Probably not. Experienced defense lawyers triage their time. They focus on the witness who can move a jury. So, does it mean Kewon has flipped? This is where we have to separate probability from proof. We cannot say these subpoenas prove Kewon has entered a cooperation agreement, because they don't. But here's what I do think is a fair inference. The combination of Kewon appearing on the state's witness list, mixed with the judge reported comments that we mentioned about Kewon's trial, then these targeted subpoenas. That makes it much more likely that the defense views Kewon as someone whose testimony could materially affect Yella Beezy'S case. Whether that's because he has formally flipped, is expected to flip, or is simply someone the state hopes to call, the defense is acting as though Kewon matters. If I were handicapping it, okay, we're good. Not whether he has a deal, but what these subpoenas signal. So we about to break down the percentage of not whether or not Kewon has a deal, but we about to break down the percentage of what these subpoenas could signal. So 15%. These subpoenas are purely routine trial preparation with no special concern about Kewon. That's blah. 35%. These subpoenas are standard but aggressive impeachment preparation because the state listed him as a potential witness. Okay. Then 50%. These subpoenas mean the defense has a reason to believe that Kewon will be a major state witness and is building a comprehensive cross-examination, possibly informed by discovery or other information not visible on the public docket. So, hey man, but one thing that makes me pause, there's another subtle point that we must discuss. If the defense believed Kewon was not going to testify, if the defense believed that Kewon was not going to testify, or would successfully invoke the Fifth Amendment. Y'all know the Fifth Amendment is, I plead the Fifth. The Fifth Amendment is put into place for people not to incriminate themselves, right? So, which means that you probably was involved in the crime, but you don't want to incriminate yourself, so you're going to invoke the Fifth Amendment, I plead the Fifth. So let me start over. If the defense believed Kewon was not going to testify, or he would successfully invoke the Fifth Amendment, spending this much effort on his background would be less valuable. The fact that these subpoenas came after Kewon was identified as a potential state witness, it was gives them strategic weight. It suggests the defense is preparing for the possibility that the jury will most definitely hear directly from Kewon White. This is what these subpoenas suggest. Not just these subpoenas, but Kewon name appearing on the witness list. You know what I'm saying? We hearing that the judge said that he going first, talks about a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? Then these subpoenas come through. It most definitely suggests that the defense is preparing for the possibility that the jury, come trial day, will most definitely hear directly from Kewon White himself. So, when the prosecution put Kewon White on the witness list, Toby Shook didn't respond by attacking the paperwork. He responded by investigating the witness. In conspiracy cases, that often tells you where the defense believes the real battle will be fought. All right, this ain't just no procedural, oh, we just doing it, because if that's the case, you will see that type of energy. Matter of fact, this just came to my mind. I just had an aha moment. If this was just procedural, if this is just something that a defense attorney is doing because a nigga his name appeared on the witness list, then why ain't no subpoenas or anything being issued for all the other people on the witness list? Why just single out Kewon? Why just single out Kewon if it's just procedural and it's just because his name appeared on the witness list? It got to be more to it. It got to be more to it. Because again, there's over 200 and something names on that witness list. As of right now, the only person we seeing them looking for background history on is Kewon. I don't know. So let me read this again. When the prosecution put Kewon White on the witness list, Toby Shook did not respond by attacking the paperwork. He responded by investigating the witness. In conspiracy cases, that often tells you where the defense believes the real battle will be fought. All right, so let's get into the overall read of this situation. Let's get into the overall read of this situation. All right, so the defense believes Kewon White. If this is the overall read based off everything that we discussed, research. This is my synopsis. This is my synopsis, my hypothesis, right? The defense believes Kewon White is one of the most dangerous witnesses in the case, and they're preparing to attack him accordingly. Notice, I didn't say that they know he flipped. I'm gonna let that marinate. I did not say that they know that Kewon White has flipped. What I said was the defense believes Kewon White is one of the most dangerous witnesses in the case, and they're preparing to attack him accordingly. I said they're acting as if his testimony could be central, basically. So the sequence matters. The sequence matters. Individually, each event can be explained away. Individually, each event can make sense, but together they tell a story. Number one, the state files a witness list and specifically named Kewon White as a potential witness. Number two, shortly after, Toby Shook subpoenas the entire Dallas Police Department investigative file for the case number that we discussed involving Kewon and every body camera video from that investigation. That's a logical progression if you're preparing to cross-examine that witness. That is a logical progression if you are preparing to cross-examine that witness. So I don't think this is a fishing expedition. I don't think this is a fishing expedition. And here's why. Experienced murder defense lawyers, which Toby Shook is. Y'all got to understand. Toby Shook, 40 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? He was an elite prosecutor and he's an elite defense attorney. 40 plus years in the game. So an experienced murder defense lawyer don't spend investigator time, subpoena resources, and trial preparation on witnesses they consider insignificant, especially not weeks before trial. They're making choices about where to invest their limited time. That tells me Kewon has moved up high on Toby Shook's priority list. The fact that this man is spending energy and resources looking into Kewon, that tells me that Kewon has moved high up on Toby Shook's priority list. Now, do I think that Toby Shook knows more than we do? Probably. Not because of secret leaks, but because discovery is almost always more incomplete than the public docket. The public sees motions, order, notices, etc. But the defense counsel sees reports, recordings, interview summaries, disclosures, witness materials. So I think it's entirely plausible that Toby Shook has information about this situation that the public doesn't. I just can't say what that information is right now. What I don't think is going on. I don't think these subpoenas alone prove that Kewon has pled guilty. Kewon signed a cooperation agreement, or that Kewon is definitely testifying. Those conclusions go beyond what the documents support. That's what I don't think. All right. But what I do think, I think the defense is preparing for the possibility that Kewon would testify. And if he does, they are not planning to treat him like just another witness. They're preparing to make him the centerpiece of their cross-examination. But one thing I keep coming back to, I just got to keep reminding y'all about, the subpoena isn't for criminal history, convictions, or jail records. It's for one specific Dallas police investigation. Please don't be in my comments talking about it's specific. I'm from Memphis. I'm country. It's specific. All right. It's for one specific Dallas police investigation. That tells me that Toby Shook thinks that particular investigation, contains something useful. Not necessarily that Kewon has a record. We know that. But something inside that file. It's something inside that file. That's subtle, but an important distinction. So here's the chess match. That I think is unfolding. All right, let's get into the legal chess, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the chess match. Prosecutors. All right, let's start with the prosecutors. They're saying we're going to put Kewon White in front of the jury. Then Toby Shook is saying, fine. Before he takes the stand, I'm going to know everything Dallas police has ever documented in this particular investigation involving him. That's how I read it. All right. So let's move on. So again, like I told y'all, if this was just procedural, right? It's 200 and plus names on the witness list. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people, several of those people have criminal history, like Cedric Bradley on there. You got a lot of people. He got a lot of people named on there. Out of all them people on the witness list, why after the witness list, they turned the gun to Kewon White? You know what I'm saying? So out of all the names on the witness list, why would Yella Beezy'S request info on Kewon White if it's just procedural? Why would they want impeachment info on all of their potential witnesses? Let's go. So why would they do this for everybody? Let's think like a veteran defense lawyer. The state witness list contains nearly 200 potential witnesses, and they go from police officers, forensic experts, civilians, family members, phone company custodians, FBI agents, ATF agents, and Kewon White. So here's how I would answer it. Defense lawyers don't prepare equally for every for every witness. They prioritize. Think of the witness list like a football roster. Some players are backup players. Some are starters. Some are the quarterback. So, hold on, where I'm at. Okay. So, if the prosecution intends to call a phone records custodian from AT&T, the defense usually isn't spending weeks digging into that person's background. The witness authenticates business records, right? But if the prosecution may call the alleged shooter or another participant in the conspiracy, that's a different category of witness entirely. Those are the people whose credibility can shape the jury's view of the entire case. So, do we think this is a just in case type of situation or just procedural type of situation? I think it's more accurate to say the defense is preparing for a witness they believe has a realistic chance of becoming pivotal. That's different from randomly collecting impeachment material on everyone. So, could they eventually investigate other witnesses? Absolutely. Some impeachment preparation happens through prior statements, depositions, discovery, criminal histories, or public records. Not every step requires a subpoena, and not every witness justifies subpoenaing entire police investigative file. All right? So, hold on. I didn't even see this right here. I'm going to have to read this off. Hold on. Damn, did I do that? Oh shit, my bad. Well, I'm gonna have to read this off the screen. Let me put this up there. Hold on. I don't know why it ain't in my phone no more, but let's go. But here's what makes Kewon different. Here's what makes Kewon different. Assuming the state calls him, Kewon isn't just a fake witness. He's an alleged participant in the events underlying the case. He's the alleged shooter. If his testimony links Yella Beezy to the alleged murder for remuneration conspiracy, then undermining his credibility could have an outsized impact compared with impeaching a forensic analyst or responding officer. That's why I think the defense focus on him is significant. That's why I think the defense focus on him is significant. Oh, hold on. Where the fuck am I? Hold on, y'all. I gotta scroll back down real quick. My bad. Hold on. All right, so here we go. So one thing I find especially interesting, there's another possibility that often get overlooked. Toby Shook may not be subpoenaing Kewon's file because Kewon is merely a potential witness. He may be subpoenaing his files because after reviewing discovery, he already knows what subject matter Kewon is expected to testify about. Let that sink in. I'm going to repeat that. I want that to seep into your mentals. Toby Shook may not be subpoenaing Kewon's file because Kewon is just merely a potential witness. He may be subpoenaing it because after reviewing discovery, he already knows what subject matter Kewon is expected to testify about. So let's go a little further. We about to close this out. The public witness list tells us only that the state may call Kewon. It doesn't tell us the substance of his expected testimony. The defense, however, may already have disclosures or reports that make Kewon's anticipated role much clearer. If that's true, then these subpoenas are not a speculative just in case type of move. They are a targeted response to what the defense already expects Kewon to say at trial. That distinction, I think, is most important. The public is seeing only a small slice of the information available to the parties, while the defense is making strategic decisions based on the much larger discovery record that we've been tracking. So finally, y'all, what is my confidence level, right? What is my confidence? How confident am I, you know what I'm saying, in this theory, man? How willing am I to say it with my chest? If I had to assign probabilities today, now tomorrow, anything new come out, things can change, of course, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to assign probabilities today, I would say 80%. I'm 80% confident that these subpoenas are about preparing to aggressively cross-examine Kewon because the defense expects him to be an important witness. Then 50%, I'm 50 to 60% confident that the defense already has reason through discovery or other case information to believe Kewon's testimony will be especially damaging. So they're deepening their impeachment preparation. Then I'm less than 50% confident that these subpoenas themselves indicate a hidden plea deal. They are certainly consistent with their possibility, but they don't establish it. All right? But they don't establish it. And there goes your legal chess, family. There go your legal chess, family. You know what I'm saying? Josh been doing his homework. hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Rock. You know what I mean? But you know, man, we gotta break it down like a pound, man. You know what I'm saying? But there go y'all legal chess, man. There go y'all legal chess. Now I'm not gonna get too egotistical and make it seem like I know exactly what's going on with these subpoenas. But I'm gonna tell I can say with my chest and say this: something is most definitely going on. Something is most definitely going on, man. And we're gonna have to keep our eyes on what's going on. You already know what's going on, Ratchet, man. You already know, man. You already know, man. These look like these boys starting to point the finger. I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, man. But hey, man, they said Yella Beezy is subpoenaing information about criminal background history about Kewon White. Kewon White, man, in a certain case file. I don't know what's going on, but what we do know is that Toby Shook, Yella Beezy'S defense, has now targeted Kewon White. Now, for what reason, we don't know. And I gotta make sure I put my disclaimers and say my theory the correct way, because I don't want to give no niggas no loophole to say, man, Josh said no. I don't know what's going on. But one thing I can say is that something is going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not every day. I say let's grip. Appreciate you, guy. Appreciate you, man. Hold on, let me see. But what thing we do know is it's not man, let's go, man. Salute to my boy Grip, man. Salute to my boy Grip, man. I appreciate that 20 bounds, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 times. I appreciate you, guy. Most definitely, man. Nothing but love for you, fam. You know what I'm saying? But yes, man. So yes, it's not every day, man. In the murder, again, I'm gonna say this: the first thing, like when I first began the legal chess series, and y'all can probably go back to the first episode I did on Jose Bodega. This was before anything really came out. I mean, it was always speculated, you know what I'm saying? But the first thing in black and white that led me to believe or to know that Jose Bodega has flipped was when Yella Beezy subpoenaed the criminal background history on Jose Bodega. Y'all can go back to the episode when we broke down those subpoenas on Jose Bodega. And it's going to sound similar to this one. That's the first thing that I ever seen in the docket that led me to believe, okay, this was before he was subpoenaed to testify anything. The first thing that hit the docket was Yella Beezy requesting the federal and the Dallas Police Department criminal history on Jose Bodega, the securities calls and all of that. That led me to believe, and now we know for a fact that Jose Bodega is a state witness. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's a theory. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say it. I believe that this is similar to that. I could be wrong, and I'm comfortable with being wrong, but I do believe that these subpoenas are similar to that. Toby Shook has a style. He see a potential witness, he instantly goes for the discredit information. Kewon name pop up on the witness list. Kewon been going live talking about taking a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? Toby Shook could be talking to other the prosecutors, attorneys, whatever. He may know some information about a plea deal, whatever that we may not even know. But whatever it is, Yella Beezy'S defense has now put their focus on Kewon White. You know what I'm saying? If anything else comes from there as far as developing subpoenas or information, Mr. Long, pop out, cuz. Pop out. It's your time to shine, man. Y'all be going live talking about the wrong shit. Salute my boy, Mr. Long. But they be going live talking about the wrong shit, man. Oh, I agree. I didn't believe her when she telling the judge. Oh, they must be talking to somebody else. Mahel said they hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. Could be. Could be, man. You know what I'm saying? But you would think these boys co-defendants, right? We all know, man, whether it's on wax or at the golf course or outside the courtroom in the gallery or whatever, that attorneys they talk, right? So I mean, I can see this a possibility. This is a situation where they hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. But these two co-defendants. So if don't nobody else know what Kewon would do, it would be his co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? It would be his co-defendant. I'm assuming. I don't. Kewon wouldn't be a wild card to Yella Beezy. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But like I said, and last one thing, I'm gonna say it one more time. One thing we do know for a fact, while leaving this live, is that Yella Beezy targets Kewon White. Now the why, it's a lot of possibilities. It's looking crazy. And I'm pretty sure we'll find out soon, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we will find out soon, man. With that being said, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What DDP say? She said, Josh, how his lawyer didn't know he was also charged for the attempted M. And on 8/24 in the same courtroom, Kewon has a hearing for 5 other cases on top of the M case on the trial day. Oh. DDP, let me ask you this. Before I get up out of here. Somebody told me that you said, because they asked me, was it true? They ain't know. But somebody said that you said that Rain and Duck were stepbrothers. They seen you said in the chat, and they asked me was it true, and I didn't know. I didn't know. I want to know shit. How you know? Is that true? Did you say that? And how you know that? Because I never heard that before. And I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. I just want to ask her that. Let me know, DDP. I mean, where you get that from? If you want to talk to me on the back end, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to my nigga Grip, man, coming through with the 650 jewels. He put it in the envelope. Let's go, man. Salute to my nigga Grip, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my nigga Grip, man. I most definitely appreciate you, guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they add up to, but it look like it's something. I appreciate it, man, for sure. Oh, God. But how let me, DDP? How do you know this? Who told you that? You know what I'm saying? Is it true? Is it something you just heard? Is it a rumor? Let me know, man. But y'all know, man, I'm finna enjoy my weekend. He said it. Hold on, let me put this up here. DDP said he said it. And the house his dad and stepmom lived in got shot up after 3 passed. So Rain said it. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, Rain. I don't know, but that'd be crazy if Rainwater and Duck Dollar are stepbrothers. That would be crazy. But I do remember he said his daddy stayed. His daddy's house was in the cliff. I do remember him saying that. It even came from him. Okay. Salute to my boy HBK, man. All right. Okay. All right. Well, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Man, it could be true. Cause I remember Rainwater saying his dad house was in the cliff for sure. Around all them boys. So, you know what I'm saying? And he related to Ronnie, RIP to him and his daughter. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember him saying that. And he do got a Ripley or something in his name. He most definitely got that. All right, but look, man, I'm finna get up out of here. Man, look, I appreciate y'all, man. We had a dope week. If you missed any Legal Chess episodes, man, please go back and watch them, man. You know what I'm saying? Please go back and watch them. I don't care about the views. So you can even just click on the video and ask the AI what I said in the live. That's what you choose to do. Sibley. There you go, Sibley. That's the name. She said, Kitty said they lived on Racine in the cliff. Okay. But yes, man. So y'all, I did this is my 3rd live this week, so y'all probably ain't gonna see me again as far as going live till Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But this week, man, we did the Toby Shook versus Tommy Adams. You know what I'm saying? We put them head to head and did a predictive Legal Chess episode. You know what I'm saying? Well researched. You know what I'm saying? So go back and check the episode out so you can know who the lawyers are. So when you get to the trial, you just won't be lost about the arguments and stuff. Then, you know what I'm saying, yesterday, you know what I'm saying, we broke down the subpoena on Yella Beezy'S girlfriend. Yes, Yella Beezy'S girlfriend has been subpoenaed to testify on behalf of the state, and it was executed. So she more than likely will be taking the stand. You know what I'm saying? We broke that down. What would she be testifying about? What it means. Blase, go check that episode out, man. You know what I'm saying? But man, salute to y'all. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good weekend, man. I appreciate all the support, man. Y'all don't know how much they keep a nigga going, keep a nigga motivated, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? It keeps me going and keeps me motivated. You know, I had a little other stuff, but we'll save that for next week. We'll say that for next week, man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. We finna get up out of here like this, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like this song I played earlier. Long live MO3, but we finna play this Offset again, man. Y'all kind of fucking with it. Y'all kind of fucking with it. Where is it? All right, man. Yeah, I've been reading. My throat dry. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna enjoy my weekend, man. Let's go, man. Salute to my boy Easy. Hold on, let me go highlight this real quick. See my motherfucking boy Easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Coming through at the buzzer, man. Coming through again with the $5. He said, dope ass live, fam. Finna go pick up my mini-me's from school, man. Let's go, man. Salute to you, gang. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, man. Have a good weekend, man. Y'all enjoy yourself. Be safe. Stay hydrated, because I know it's hot as fuck out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see y'all next Tuesday, man. I appreciate all the love and support. If you haven't hit the like button, man, please hit the like button on your way out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see y'all next Tuesday. Salute.
What you do? Every time I hear it, I think of RoboCop. That's right, baby. That's what you do.